Welcome back to Planet Watch for Aquarius. I am here with Mary Jane Staudenmann from Geneva, Switzerland to talk
Hi,
about what's
everybody.
coming up. Yes. So we've got Aquarius coming up.
Yes, very, very fast. In fact, on the 19th of January.
Yeah.
And yeah, so it's going to be what looks like a very nice, I think it's a nice change of pace because it looks like a very quiet month.
Good. I'm ready for quiet.
Just nothing, yeah, we can handle quiet. I said before it almost looks boring, but I can handle boring at this point
At
also.
this point, that sounds like a welcome change. So, what makes it so boring and calm?
Well, let's get some of the general ideas about this month of February. Yeah, this period of Aquarius. First of all, it's a fixed air sign. That means that in air, there's a lot of intellectual activity, there's a lot of mental activity, a lot of exchange, communication is very important in this period. Also, scientific achievements are going to come to the fore. I don't know if this is a period when the Nobel Prizes are given out in science. I
Good
can't remember any of that.
question.
But in any case, we're going to
Huh.
some scientific breakthroughs are going to be in the headlines this month in any case.
Oh, that's
That's
wonderful.
first of all. Um, that's the general idea behind Aquarius and behind
Mhm.
this particular type of energy. It's very electric. We're going to see a lot of difficulties in electricity. You know, we're still under the square of Saturn and Uranus that we've been talking about all fall, huh?
I was wondering about that.
This is
Yeah.
still going on, although Saturn is coming away slowly but surely is coming out of this square. And so we're going to see an easing, especially into March. We're going to see an easing of this terrible tension going on between the fixed nature of Saturn and the changeable, the excitable nature of Uranus. So slowly but surely, we're going to get in a little more comfortable space as far as communications go, as far as negotiations go, as far as land rights and all the silly wars that are going on. We should be seeing some progress in any case in communication around these particular problems.
Oh,
So
wonderful.
that's already the good news. Although in this month, but in January and in February, again, we're still under the influence of this uncomfortable square between these two totally incompatible planets. However, the good news, and there's a lot of good news actually this month. First one that's pretty important is the fact of Venus coming direct. It's been in retrograde all
Right.
last month
Right.
and is coming direct on the 29th of January. Still in Capricorn, but will be joined very soon by in a lovely conjunction with Mars. So as soon as we have Venus and Mars working together, this is a sign of, first of all, high passions. We're going to see a lot of that, which is kind of interesting. It's a lovely attitude for Valentine's Day because all of this is happening in Capricorn. Now, Capricorn, remember, is a sign of long-term engagement, construction, uh, meetings and run-ins and romances that are begun in this kind of under this kind of a conjunction in Capricorn are in for the long haul. You know, this is not your flirtation. This is so these are typically going to be meetings that have a purpose and probably have some fairly long-term engagements involved. So it's a lovely attitude. It's a lovely period for all of this romantic interest around Valentine's Day and so on. For once, Valentine's Day, which is always in Aquarius anyhow, can also rhyme with something that's supposed to be lasting and serious and comfortable for everyone concerned. So I love this Venus coming direct, and then Mercury finally is going to be coming direct on the 4th of February. So all of the nonsense that's been going on for the last 3 weeks should sort of start to calm down, and we can get back on a right track and expect our messages to be answered, and expect our packages to come in the mail, and expect our keys to be found, and various silly things like that that have been going on all this time.
Right.
So that's already the setup for this month coming up. So we've got some very nice situations that are going to be resolved and sort of set up for us to work our little patterns through. That's really the other big news, and I talked just for a little bit about this conjunction Venus-Mars that's in Capricorn, that begins really, gets set up on the 8th of February, but that goes all through the month and almost all through March. These two planets are going to be just hand in hand, and causing some, well, I don't know if we can talk about really hot passions in the sign of Capricorn, but we're talking about serious engagement. We're talking about serious understanding between the sexes, which is already fairly refreshing.
Right.
And this is going on almost all through March. So this is again a sign of compatibility. This conjunction is going to help a lot to ease some of the problems in communication between Saturn and Uranus on the political field, on the economic field, in getting some serious misunderstandings. The Venus-Mars conjunction is going to help smooth out a lot of this misunderstanding, really. A lot of help coming from Uranus, first of all, and also from Jupiter. So this is especially important on the weekend of the 29th and 30th of January, coming up right away then, huh? This is an excellent time for weddings, engagement parties, all kinds of parties, in fact, any kind of feast you have going on with friends around. Also, it's an interesting time to be meeting new people. The blind date you've been set up with could turn out to be kind of interesting. So let us know about it if anything comes out of this weekend.
I will.
Oh, yeah, Uranus is always in charge of newness, huh? So as soon as these two planets are in a delightful alignment with Uranus, and also with Jupiter, as I said, so that there's a certain nicety, there's a certain politeness involved in these meetings. This is not your clandestine affair going on. It's sort of up above board and being helped along by our friends. So yeah, pay attention to these parties and to whom you're meeting during this weekend. On the other end of this new moon, that's the 1st of February, the same setup is going to be important on the 12th and the 13th of February, just before Valentine's Day. So we've got a repetition of this very nice, convivial, warm-hearted, help along with your friends kind of meeting situation. Lovely time to be celebrating Valentine's Day for all you lovers out there. So this is I think setting a mood actually for things that are going on this month. The 31st of January, right after this hot weekend, it's kind of interesting for improving contacts. It's a sort of a reset period. If you had to leave somebody behind during this very busy weekend, it's time to get back in touch and catch up with old friends, improving contacts that need a little work. This happens for the same reason. In fact, we can still take advantage of this of this Mercury retrograde to catch up with people, catch up with conversations that were sort of left in the loop.
So, what are the dates of this Mercury retrograde again?
Well, it's going on right now. It's been the last 3 weeks and it's coming direct then on the 4th of February.
Got it. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Oh, yeah, this is very familiar territory to anybody who's been involved in crazy situations these last couple of weeks,
Hmm.
this last month, actually.
Yeah, it's been pretty weird, I have to say.
Yeah, for sure, for sure. And we're not, as I said, not totally out of the woods yet, but getting a little help from our friends.
Right.
So that's good. I also wanted to signal the new moon that's on the 1st of February. That's a little bit lumpy. This new moon is situated right on the square Saturn-Uranus. So the old issues are going to come again on the table. The things have to be discussed, have to be ironed out. Negotiating is difficult in any situation around us. But again, helped a lot by this new Venus-Mars conjunction. So
Okay.
it should be a time when we can sort of ease out tensions that are existing through proper discussion, through negotiation that seems to be on a relatively even-handed basis.
Hmm.
So that's a little bit more comfortable than some other things we've seen, huh?
I have to
The
say
sun
the
is
past, yeah, the past couple of months have been kind of dense, kind of tough. I'm hearing this from a lot of different people too. It's not just me. Um,
no.
that people are having a hard time right now.
Yeah, for sure. It's just January has been hideous with this Saturn Uranus square. And as I
Hmm.
said, both of these planets are particularly important during
Hmm.
January and February because of their mastership, their rulership of these two signs. So yeah, January. Oof. We talked about that quite enough.
Yeah.
Ever onward.
So
The
ready
other,
for it to be done. So ready
right,
for calm
exactly.
sailing.
Yeah, the other lumpy time we can feel is maybe the 3rd and 4th of February when the sun is coming over Saturn and will then do the square to Uranus in its time. However, the moon is sitting right on Jupiter at the same time. So this kind of attitude says, whoa, think it over. Let's be reasonable. Let's go to the law. Let's see what the law says about your various arguments. Oh, what are the legal issues involved here? And so with that, there are no particularly irritating aspects with this passage of the sun. And I'm thinking this is going to be very helpful. The 3rd and 4th of February could maybe help us again get things realigned, and especially with Mercury coming direct on
Right.
the
And
4th.
there's looks like there's finally some movement in terms of voting rights here in the United States.
Yes, and that has to happen, and it should be happening in this first half of February. I'm thinking we're going to get something going in that direction
Yeah, it's
because
a
this is,
good time.
all of the legal issues are just
Absolutely.
not being respected, and so I think there's going to be a return to the Constitution, a return to legislation that already exists and that you can't play with. Like that, just without impunity.
Right, right, right. No, it sounds like a good time for this to be happening.
Totally, totally. And I hope that the groundswell movement is going to stay active. The people have to speak up. This is the time when they have to defend their own interests. It's just very important that this be done. And worldwide, we're looking at the same kind of problem. Well, in Syria still, in Kazakhstan. I don't know if you've been looking at this new Russian invasion of Kazakhstan. They're trying hard to move into that part of the country again. It all comes back to these land issues that Uranus has been so excited about all this time, and will gradually get taken care of. But I think on a people level, we have to keep active and keep noisy about defending our in various interests.
Always,
Yeah,
always
yeah,
works because of us. We make it work.
yes, yes. It always comes back to what the people should decide about the laws that are governing them.
Yes, yeah.
I talked about this very nice period, actually, Venus and Mars that are doing wonderful things together. The only the only difficulty we can see through there is as the time that the moon comes over our friend Chiron, who's always the great corrector. This is on the 5th of February and can indicate will be square to Venus and Mars at that time. And it's a reminder that there are still issues that need to be resolved in this new meeting or this new reunion. There are still issues hanging off that one wants to be aware of, that need to come to the surface, that need to be resolved finally. But that's really a minor bump in what looks like otherwise a very nice period of conciliation, of meeting, of communication. So that's excellent. Then we come up again to the Saturday and Sunday, the 12th and 13th of February, which at which time the moon is going to be opposite these two planets, this wonderful conjunction, and will simply stimulate this whole notion of getting together, union, reunion. Again, a fantastic time to be meeting with friends, using friends also to meet new friends. And this kind of exchange looks very, very active. It's a really repetition of things we're going to be seeing already on the 30th of January. And then the other good news is that the full moon on the 16th of February is going to be happening on the degree of Mercury, which will be direct by then. And
Yeah.
again, nothing, just no harrowing news coming out of this full moon. It looks like a nice, comfortable full moon as full moons go. So enjoy. Enjoy any leftover feasting to be done after the 14th. Why, this is a good time to be doing it.
Oh, absolutely. I love full moons anyway. First of all, they just feel it's kind of like a party to me. I've always felt that.
Yeah, it can be pretty exciting.
They can be really exciting. They're beautiful. It feels like a party, and I just feel like the energy is always good in a full moon. So I do enjoy them.
A lot of people enjoy them less. I'm married to a fellow who just doesn't sleep for 3 days. It's kind of astonishing.
Well, there's
But
that
and some
too.
other people will suffer. I can Often the case is though that you have your favorite full moons,
That's true.
if they accompany your birthday or opposite your birthday, these periods, the new moons as well, during your birthday or opposite your birthday can be more or less uncomfortable.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
no, in general, I tend to agree with you. I've certainly not been upset about full moons so far.
And they do have their mystique. There are certain energies that are heightened and get out of control on a full moon. So there
Can
is that.
do, can do, yes. Yeah, the maternity wards and the police departments stay really active during full moons, apparently.
Yeah,
There's that to be
there
considered
is
after all.
that too. Well, it sounds like we've got a really nice month shaping up in Aquarius.
Yes. Enjoy it.
It's about
Enjoy it.
time.
Use it. Use this time of resolution, also of meeting new people, of forming long time friendships and long time. We're going to see a lot of that. Um, Contacts we've had that you've considered more or less light could take on a new empathy, a new importance through this period, through this month in any case. Some friends, people from work or whatever, with whom you haven't had particular ties could prove to be more important in your life than you're thinking about.
Yeah. Oh,
There's
that's
that kind of movement.
yeah. I love that. That's wonderful. Gosh,
Yeah.
well, thank you so much for breaking it down for us and kind of talking us through this. We're all
It can
trying
be
to
done. It can be done. No, we're going to have a good time and see a lot of resolution through this month. So
love it,
enjoy
love
it.
it, love it. So again, this is kind of a global report to
Of
get
course.
down and dirty with your own personal life. It's good to get a chart done.
Sure. See how you're going to be using this to the best advantage. All of these energies, even the difficult ones, even the stuff that feels kind of awkward, should be used by us. But according to what's on our docket, what each of us has on his program. So yeah, come in and see me. I'd love to talk these things over on a very personal basis with you.
Absolutely. All right. Well, see you again in let's see, Aquarius, Pisces.
In Pisces, you bet.
Yeah. All right.